Your life can change so much faster than you ever thought possible, and I'm going to give you a little technique to help you with this. First things first, you have to realize that you are the universe. Yes, you've heard that before, but you haven't heard it like you've heard this right now. You are literally the universe experiencing itself through separation. Separation is an illusion. However, when we understand that we are one, right? We all come from the same source, same creator, same God. We will then understand that we are extensions. We are the universe feeling itself from the inside out, if you will. Don't get weird about that. But what I want you to take into consideration is that if the universe is literally you, and whatever it is that you're inputting into the universe, you are receiving as an output, then wouldn't it make sense to start inputting the things that you actually do desire, that you do prefer, who it is that you are looking to become, rather than the things that you don't like, you don't desire, or who it is that you don't want to become? This is how I teach it in my Quantum Receiver Masterclass. If you have not yet joined the Quantum Receiver Masterclass, it's completely free, so make sure that you're signing up to be able to go through that experience. It's literally a rocket ship, and I take you to your next level self. So if we're looking at the universe as a cave, and we're at the whole of that cave, and we're projecting into that cave something, it can sound something like this, like, I don't love myself. And what will you hear back as an echo from the universe? I don't love myself. I don't love myself. I don't love myself. I don't love myself. I hate where I go to work. 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 So, how often are you projecting into your cave? How often are you projecting into the universe? How often are you inputting some frequency, some vibration, some energy that you do not agree with, that you do not like, that you do not prefer, that makes you feel disgust, that makes you feel grief, that makes you feel sadness, that makes you feel deeply unfulfilled or unsatisfied? And how much more often, now that you're hearing this, are you willing to project into that cave a different frequency, a different energy? Through your thoughts, through your feelings, through your actions, through your declarations, through the promises that you make to yourself, through the promises that you make to others. When you're projecting something new into this cave, sometimes it's not going to sound as loud as what you previously put in. If the vibration that you have of, I don't love myself, is so much stronger than you plugging into the vibration of the universe, I do love myself, you are still going to have that echo of I don't love myself be reflected back to you in every sort of way, every single facet that you can imagine. The universe will continue to give you more evidence of what you are putting into that cave. However, even if your new vibration and new energy that you are inputting into this cave sounds a little bit weaker, it's important that you put in the repetition through discipline in order for it to feel a lot more guttural, in order for it to feel a lot more potent, in order for it to land exactly how it needs to land, so that you see and feel and experience those echoes coming back to you and the evidence of the universe listening to you coming back to you in a stronger way. So even if you're like, I love myself, into this cave, and the cave goes, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. What I want you to do is not focus on the fact that you don't really feel it all the way yet. What I want you to do is focus on those little echoes. Oh, I received this from the universe today. I received my friend sending me a little message, and I really received that compliment. I really love that message that was sent. Or, oh, I remember I did this for myself earlier in the day to make this part of my day easier. I love myself. I gave that to myself. They might be smaller echoes. They might be smaller pieces, but they are still important. That's why when you take a crystal, think of a beautiful amethyst crystal. It has a certain frequency, it has a certain vibration. If you accidentally break that crystal and you have a smaller fragment, does it have less of that frequency? No, it doesn't. Of course not. Will you sense it a little bit weaker? Maybe. But it has the same frequency. It has the same frequency. So if you were to take that little and take a little bit more and take a little bit more, and oh, here's a bigger chunk, and oh, here's a bigger chunk, and oh, here's a bigger chunk. Now you have all the crystals, but it's still the same frequency. Will you feel it more potently? Maybe. Depending on your receptivity, depending on how much you are allowing yourself to feel it. So allow yourself to feel those echoes, even if they're smaller. And what you will start to realize is the more that you're putting in that repetition and the more that you're getting the output, right? The more that you get to collect all that evidence that reaffirms to your subconscious mind, the subconscious mind that literally runs over 95% of your waking life every single day. If you plug that in, it becomes your autopilot, then it's your new standard. It's your internal standard, which will help you to improve your self-concept. And once your self-concept is improved, that's how you begin to shift your identity and collapse those timelines between where you are right now and where it is that you're going, or who you are right now and who it is that you are becoming, who it is that you are being. So the next time that you find yourself projecting something, plugging something into that cave, do it with a little oomph. Do it with a little, oh, I got this backed up. Not with like a weak spine. Allow yourself to roll your shoulders back, metaphorically or physically. Use your gut, use your diaphragm. Why do you think that every single time you're in one of my live streams, every single time you're in one of my sessions, I say breathe in through the nose, deep down into the belly, and from the belly out through the mouth, right? Because there's an importance of using your diaphragm. There's an importance of using your solar plexus, your life force energy center, to project something forth, to use that as fuel, to use that as momentum. There's a reason why I tell you to breathe in that way, because I am helping you condition through repetition. I'm helping you to program into your mind that when you do something, you do it with that oomph, you do it with that backbone, you do it in a way that projects out super strong so that it can come out of you as a stronger vibration, a stronger frequency. And that's what you will then start to receive from the universe. And when you start to receive it, no matter how big that fragment is or how small that fragment is, I want you to take it and collect it and say, yes, this is the frequency. This is what I'm allowing. This is what I'm receiving. I am this person. And watch your life change.